all about that on the Unicorn Spit group on Facebook. It's fabulous. So that's what I would do if you're interested, or else go to my YouTube channel. Good Twilight. And I have a whole bunch of stuff on Unicorn Spit and just all the different ways you can use it. I was using Unicorn Spit for a long time. And then I ran into Michelle Nicole, and it was a gift from heaven because she allowed me to be an affiliate for her. And I say it is my favorite product. It has been since the day I met it and began to experiment. So don't think of it as you're painting with oils or acrylics. It's going to be different. It's going to be a different experience. So be open to that. If you're not open to that, don't try it. It is not your thing, because it changes. It doesn't act like paint. It's not paint. So, but I paint with it because I like fairy stuff. So it works perfectly. Anyway, enough of that. Oh my gosh. Good morning. Okay, so I just want to put some water down first. I don't want to do alcohol right now. This is just a scrap piece of wood that I've done a million things with. And it's never trash worthy because we've got wood filler, and that is going to be used like a paste. So we're just going to kind of build a painting today, I'm thinking. Thank you for the hearts. Paintings by Randall. Thank you so much. Bestie, welcome. Just use a brush. I'm just dampening the wood. Minnie, welcome. Hi. Oh, you guys, thanks. This is fun. Okay, I have no idea what's left on here, so I'm just gonna go for it. I was trying to play with a unicorn shape and tracing this onto it. And I thought, why not a unicorn seahorse, right? And I've already dampened the wood, so it should spread out a little bit. So this just makes it easy. If you have a stencil or a cutout, you know, because at least you got the basic gist of it. Now, I shouldn't have drawn the hands and the hooves. Hands on unicorn. I shouldn't have drawn the hooves because I was going to do a seahorse, unicorn seahorse. So that's okay. I guess I can stop. It's not going to happen. Okay, so I got the mane and I got the head out of it. I'm happy. That's cool. All right, let me show you what it's. That's what I got. And a couple of those. All right, so let me go ahead and put some, if this is under the ocean, you know, I love my color of Zia Teal. Let me put some of her down. I'm just trying to lighten up this area. That's beautiful music, is my brother, Ed Williams. Okay, I'm going to wipe out the hooves. That's just the unicorn spit. Just throwing it on there. That's pretty. Alright. And if you don't like what you're doing, then you just take your brush and get it damp and start picking it back up. But I kind of like what's happening, so I'm going to go with this. I just like pushing it around. I don't like drawing. I can't really draw well, and it's not something that I like enough to make me want to learn it. So I just go to big shapes of the object I'm trying to paint. It's just my process I'm sharing with you guys. I sound like a very lazy artist. Well, maybe, but it works for me. Anyway, welcome everybody. What is Unicorn Spit? It's a gel stain. Yes, ma'am. Many people use it for wood. I believe it was one of the first stains, wood stains. Michelle Nicole created it. Anyway, first wood stains that was colored. It was amazing in these vibrant colors, just absolutely gorgeous. And to stain wood with it, making it like fairy wood. Let me show you. Hold on. Okay, so this is a mix of alcohol with it. And isn't that gorgeous? Even to the sides. I don't know how much you guys are seeing here. Ed Williams music. Isn't that pretty? And that side too. Anyway, that's why I love Unicorn Spit, right there. Anytime I can find a medium that I can mix with gels or drop in resin or Floetrol or acrylics or alcohol, all of that I can mix in with the Unicorn Spit, it's a win for me because I'm a real, I gotta try this and this type of person. And so it works. It's the best I can do right now. Okay, back to painting. Thanks for asking. Oh, hi, Minnie. Thank you. Just trying to figure out where exactly I want his body to go and then into the tail. Let's see what else I have here. Let me try this one. I want him kind of an odd, you know, an odd seahorse is what I want, what I'm looking for. Just dip my brush back in water so it'll just keep going. I'm telling you, it goes so far. It is so concentrated. And that's one of the dreams about it. I can make it as strong as I want. I can make it as deep as I want. Or I can water it down to the max and just get a glaze. So what I recommend is get girlfriends and get them to go in on a couple bottles each and then get your little things from Amazon empty and, you know, have a party playing with it. I wish I was there with you because it's so fun. That's what Sherry and I got hooked together on this, and she never used to do art. So guys, look at the shadowing. Can you see it? I mean, it's like instant ombre with just water. And, you know, play with it. You know, it's like everything else. You just have to play with it. The seahorse is one of the easiest things, I think. Just, you know, do like your S and then start just going from the jaw and working up. And so what if it ends up to have a huge head and a little body? You can always just expand it, or hey, it's a seahorse with a huge head and a little body. The main thing is you did it. And like me, use a stencil, you know, to get you started. Do the outline in it, and then just have fun. This is what art is about, you know. Boy, this guy's got a real big mouth. So that's fine. Maybe I'll make him a little bit bigger. Love his music. Ed Williams, my bro. So I just dipped into this Zyateel just to play around here on his mouth. So I figure a light color is easier to take off than the dark. So it also helps give extra shadow and stuff on his little snout. And honestly, I don't care if things get muddy, because with this, it's not like anything else. They end up to leave shadows and shapes that you can later go back and start playing with. If you want to try experimenting with just free range painting, which is what I call it, that's a great thing to do. And even if you've got acrylics or whatever, you can do the same thing. Water it down a little bit maybe so it's not lumpy when it dries, unless you don't mind lumpy, and I don't either. So, but just free range paint. Just let yourself go. Do that. It doesn't have to make sense. It's a fun experience. Here we go. Wait, where's that? Let's give him a real flashy tail here. Oh, gorgeous. Sorry guys, head down. I'm just getting into it. On Facebook today, someone was saying it was their 30-year sobriety, and I had to shout out, that is absolutely fabulous. And I said, I am familiar with that dragon. Congratulations. That is beautiful. I'll tell you, never look back. If that's you, where you're at, you've got struggles or whatever, don't quit. You got this. And it's not something I'll ever miss again. I'm going to add some white in here, if I can. Let's see. Just show you what we got here. Isn't that cool? That's fabulous. I'm very tempted just to mist it. But I really love that circle. So let me just dab some water into it and see what happens. I think I like that. Yeah, I really love what just happened. I'll show you in just 1 second, guys. Hold Me Up, Ed Williams. Beautiful song, I love it. Hope you can hear it. Let me see if I can move you down a little bit. I just love that song. So right now I'm just going around the edges, trying to decide what's what. Adding different colors here and there. Just playing. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thank you. working on a seahorse. Notice I'm leaving the face for last. At least until I'm drawn to it. I don't like to work areas that I'm not drawn to at the time because it's futile. Do you know what I'm talking about? If you go back, after a break, go back 5 minutes, it's not futile. You can actually work it and everything's fine. But sometimes an area is just better left alone, in my experience anyway. If you've worked something over and over and over and it's at the point where you're frustrated, just either go get a cup of coffee or whatever and come back until it's a joyful thing. One of the things I like to do, because nobody likes to walk away from, I don't like to walk away from something that is, I'm not winning, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave it, but I realize all it does is frustrate me, and I end up losing good parts. So my thing is, I take a picture of it, and for some reason, by taking a picture of it, then I go get my little coffee or whatever, and I look at the picture. I'm still actively waiting, actively creating in my mind, even though my hands are not on the project. And by taking a picture of it, you can actually see areas, they just kind of show up like, ooh, this needs fixing, and I think I know how now. You got to try it. Oh, how cute. I've got like this little bonnet or something. What the heck? Anyway, so take a picture before you walk away from a piece to give yourself a break. That's what I would recommend. And then you're excited to come back and try it after, you've seen something that, hey, this may actually work. For some reason, it shows the flaws so much easier than just yourself. You can also turn it around in front of a mirror, and it does the same thing. When I'm nice and relaxed, I have no problem going into areas that would normally freak me out, the detail and stuff. So I know that fear or anxiety is something that has stopped me in the past as an artist, and no longer am I allowing that to happen. I have just discovered what I do until that fear and anxiety leaves is I start playing in colors, and that's what makes it disappear. I start filling my heart, my spirit with this joy of color. I'm not kidding, y'all. Seriously. And soon enough, I'm like, I can do this. This is beautiful. And now I'm in the flow of it, and I'm not concerned of if it's going to mess up or not. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful experience, art is. All right, let's throw some Famo wood on here. It's actually wood filler. And I'm going to get a little palette knife. It's just plastic. I'm just scooping this up. Now this says it's natural colored. I think the last one I got was white, so that's fine. It looks like sea sand to me. What do you think? And I'm gonna make it in little pieces because I might want different colors for seaweed and stuff. And you guys, I'm experimenting as well as you people. So, who knows? But that's what, I just threw it on the floor. That's what I love about art. It's all an experiment, an adventure. Okay, so, here we go. Welcome, Bernie, Trina. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Sherry. Hi, sis. Okay, I'm going to mix this in with color. So what colors do I want? I want something seaweed in this. I also know that Holly McAnlis uses this in there for elasticity. So I'm gonna, it's mad science today, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and try some of that. Artistic Vibrations. It's Unicorn Spit's metallic sister. I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of that gluey stuff too. Oof. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, how pretty. I'm loving that. Yeah. I'm going to add some more into it. Oh, that's so pretty. All right. So much for seaweed. I want to I want to paint on him. Okay, well, let me mix up some other colors on this while this is still fresh. Ooh, I love the way it feels, and I think it's going to work just fine. I don't see any of the gold that I put in, but who knows? It may show up when it dries. We'll see. Okay, color. I want something very dark. Ooh, I know. I've got this. I think this is Orion, I believe. So let's. I mean, I know that is. I was thinking, just to clarify, let me just go ahead and put it in. I'm going to mix it in with the green right there too. It's all just sea life and such. Ooh, I got all that creamy stuff in there from that glue. Now, does that look like a rock waiting to happen? Yes. Yes, it does. I mixed it up. I'll tell you, even if you don't want to do anything like seahorse or any object whatsoever, this is worth it. Right here. The mixing, the splatting, totally worth it. And you can do that with any medium, I guess. Enjoy it. That's the main thing. Okay, I want a yellow or a lime green. So I'm going to go for my Lemon Kiss. These are lemongrass or jasmine scented. So you get your aromatherapy at the same time. Yeah, that's right. I still haven't cleaned out the bottle, the cap. I said that last week. Aww, Shannon Long. Jesus never fails. Absolutely. Now I'm going to add that brown black Orion to this. And I know it's going to be gross and muddy. And then look at it. Okay, so just by doing that short little bit, you've got a texture going on. Can you see? And it's fun. No right or wrong way, y'all. And it's Fama wood, so you can go outside the lines and it will definitely stay on. Oh, look how pretty that is. Just by tapping it along, you're not really drawing anything. You're just making little lights, shadows, and you just leave it to the interpretation of the person looking at it. They can decide what it is. I love that. Oops, did it again. Good. Let's see. What side am I not supposed to be touching? Okay. This is cool. Looks kind of cliff-like. I'd like to paint a little bit more in there. With the actual unicorn spit. I'm just gonna Ed Williams, T-Bone Boogie, my brother. Just dampen my brush. These I got from Amazon and they were called Multicolor. They are glass. That was the main thing. I needed glass. And the reason I got these is they're super, super, super tiny. So the other ones were just so large I could not use them for tiny pieces like I wanted. I don't want someone to rub their hand across something and cut themselves. Of course, you know, you do finish it and all, but anyway, if you've got a smaller size crystal, it makes it so much easier to do the geodes and the crystal work and all that. You can bury it easily, even under UV resins. So, but they have to be glass or else they'll float, you know. So sometimes that's all right, sometimes it's not. So anyway, got this container from my sis. And while it's still wet, there goes my music. Anyway, I'm just going to see if it'll stick to it. I don't have a lot of Fama wood here yet, so I just want it to stick wherever it can. And I can add more later. think I might as well use some of that glue since it was around here wherever I put it. I could just drop that on there and just put some in the palette. And I've got a little rubbery tip thing, so maybe I'm so tempted to do this one in crystals, but I'm going to hold off. I think I'll just do this. Just want some super white. Now this is right on top of that, some of that Fama wood, so I'm not sure what's going to hold and what may not. So I'm just experimenting, so y'all just know that. Okay. And I want some white crystals up here. Okay. So I'll start with that. I'm just going to put enough in that I can just press it down and then flip it to get it to leave the rest. Good music, Ed Williams. Oh my goodness, I'm so in love with this. It's just so simple and easy. Of course I haven't done the head yet. And it doesn't matter. I could leave it just like that, I'd be fine. Aw, so pretty. It's just so weird how it happens. You just never know what's gonna happen. I don't. When I get started, I don't know what it's gonna become. I just love that it just transforms on its own in little ways. And I know we're not even close to being finished yet, but I'm so trying to get this up. Alright, so before I knock all of this off, let me see. Got some cardboard with some wax paper-ish there. So I'm just pressing it down into the texture. And then just knock off what doesn't stay. That's my guess. Alright, let me grace his head here with a beautiful crown. Let's see what we got. I want to bring some black and zeateal probably. Let's see. Just a damp brush. And dip it straight into the regular black. Was going to be a unicorn, but I'm not seeing it. Unicorn seahorse. Oh wow. My brother had a hairstyle like that once. Not Ed, the other one, Tom. Welcome, guys. Thank you, Sherry and Shannon, for helping so much. I have not been very communicative, and I have all the tools to do it. I just have not looked over. I'm going to make this jaw a little more pronounced. Giving it some shadows, just with some water, blending it up into that mess I just made with this hair. We're just going to use that and just keep blending it. What a sweetie. Look at this little guy. He's like, finish me. Alright. Let's go back to some pink. That was pretty. Pixie Punk Pink. This is what she looks like normally, but I put her in the alcohol bottles. Some white. Whoops, oops. Too big a water drop. It's okay. It's always okay. I usually put on a multitude of colors before I finally end up with whatever it is. I just love the experience of it changing a million times. Even at the risk of losing it, I care not anymore. Oh, it might have flowers in her hair. She turned into a she. Just now. See? That's why art is so fun. You're just like, oh, this is cool. Maybe she should be bride. And you guys are probably looking at it going, what? In my head, you should see what I'm saying. It's amazing. Welcome. Thank you guys for visiting. Aw. Thanks, Sherry. No problem. I see it. I see it. Oh my God. Someone just said artichokes or something. What? What? Okay. Yeah, it's Hello Kitty. It's one of those days. I really do love this whole flower idea in the hair. I think this is precious. I'm going to go with that. I'm listening to my brother, Ed Williams. Lost in Chicago.